Hey everyone, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Today I'm going to reveal the top 5 weight loss myths that are probably making you fatter and most definitely are not allowing you to achieve your weight loss or fat loss goals, especially long term. Now, most people would like to lose weight, and many people actually need to lose weight for simple health reasons. And there are lots of people who may not need to or want to lose weight, but they would love to just lose only some fat, right? Especially that stubborn belly fat, and maybe have just really lean or six-pack abs. Unfortunately, the topic of weight loss is also filled with so much misinformation or fad diets that most people either never achieve their weight loss goals or simply can't ever maintain them long term. Thus, they go from one diet to the next. They gain and lose the same weight over and over again, and in the process, they just end up losing more muscle and gaining more fat while just pretty much screwing up their metabolisms and hormones long term. And the end result is frustration, hopelessness, and the feeling of failure. So today I'm going to keep it really simple and short and reveal my top 5 biggest weight loss myths. And of course, there are many others, but I feel these tend to be repeated over and over again and are causing more damage. Plus, I'll give you links to more detailed videos about each of today's myths so you can get specifics on do's and don'ts and just more details. All right, let's get started. The first one is that all calories are equal. This means that people think at the end of the day, it's just about how many calories they take in, right? Doesn't matter, how much it is with protein or fat or carbs, or even the type of protein, fat, or carbs. No, all calories are not the same, and each produces different metabolic and hormonal changes in your body, resulting in a different body composition. Thus, either faster or slower metabolism, or building or losing muscle, or different fat distribution, maybe more or less belly fat or visceral fat, and so forth. So, no, all calories are not equal. Okay, the next one is that carbs make you fat. Now, these days, being on a ketogenic, no-carb diet is a hot topic, and a diet that I personally did back in 1994. Again, another fad, an extreme diet stating how carbohydrates are basically the devil, right? And they cause you to get fat because of high blood sugar levels and thus higher insulin levels, which is the fat storage hormone. Trust me, there are lots of people on no carb, high fat ketogenic diets who are fat. And in fact, they're getting even fatter with that type of diet. Listen, you need carbohydrates, or you may not need them, but your body does use them, especially if you exercise. And I think everyone should be moving more and exercising daily. I don't know a single healthy and happy person who has been on a no-carb diet for months and months, years and years. Not a single person. And I've been doing this for over 3 decades. As with everything, the wrong carbs and quantity will make you fat. As will eating the wrong types of fat make you fat. There are good and bad carbs, just as there are good and bad fats and even good or bad proteins as well. It's all about making the right decisions and choices based on the correct knowledge. So please stop with the extreme diets, all right? They never work long term and will only cause you more metabolic damage. Next is the myth that eating less and moving more, all right? So another simplistic view is that you simply need to eat less calories and or move more to burn excess calories. And this simplistic diet strategy, like all diets, works initially at the beginning, but then your body quickly adapts. And there are negative metabolic and hormonal changes because your body wants you to stop losing weight. I think this is a good start, eating less and moving more, of course, but what you eat and how much and the correct ratios and so forth all affect your hormones, your energy levels, your appetite and so forth, which matters most. So eat less, move more, but spend more time on the types of foods you eat, the ratios and so forth. Next, they say that losing weight is all about willpower. And this one is really lame because willpower will only go so far with anything and everything in life. You need to select the right type of diet and food based on your goals, your genetics, your lifestyle, likes and dislikes. As a simple example, I think fish, especially wild-caught salmon, is a great source of protein and healthy fats, both being essential for your fat loss and weight loss. But if you hate fish and can't stand it in any way, shape, or form. I'm not going to tell you and say, hey, you've got no willpower and force you to eat it daily. Listen, healthy long-term weight loss should never be about willpower or how much you're willing to suffer or what you can tolerate. This doesn't work with relationships. It doesn't work in business and making money, and it won't work with your body either. Lastly, that supplements don't work. All right. Now, I've been taking supplements for years and years. In fact, the older I get, it seems like the more I take. I remember in the old days, so many people, especially physicians, would call supplements basically expensive urine. And you know what? Most supplements and products are a waste of time and money. I would say about 95% of supplements contain just junky ingredients making false claims. However, and listen carefully, the right form, the right dose, the right extract and ingredients can be extremely effective for fat loss, for increasing your metabolism, for decreasing your appetite, for boosting your energy levels, and most importantly, for improving your fat burning hormones like, those skinny genetic people. You just have to make sure that these supplements are clinically validated ingredients and have long proven history for both effectiveness and safety. And below this video in the description area, I've listed the best fat burning ingredients and the best formula for it, one with almost 2 decades of research. So in summary, there are lots of weight loss myths, but these are the top 5 biggest ones I wanted to discuss today. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to genetics and hormones, and that's it. Anyone who argues this point is either ignorant or they're just an idiot. And as I've stated before, you may not be able to change your genetics, but your lifestyle, your mindset can definitely alter your hormones, which can trigger genes to go, to be turned on or off, or express the good or bad genes. And some call this, epigenetics. But trust me when I tell you that all of my clients get amazing results because of this one key factor. I work with their genetics and improve their hormones with the right diet, exercise, stress management, and supplements. And that's it. A simple idea, yet a complex strategy to execute. And with that said, below this video in the description area, I've got a few important links and more details about the top 5 myths today, video links to all those videos. Plus, don't forget to watch the video about how you can actually turn on your fat-burning genes and why most diet and exercise programs don't work. Thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.